Hi, good afternoon. I am doing something a little bit different today. This is Devin with Meowster Design and my trusty cameraman Jim behind the lens there. I'm going to just show you some of the jewelry and other items that we've found recently as we've been traveling and thrifting for our online store on Etsy, Meowster Design. So we do find a lot of really interesting jewelry, and lately we've been looking at a lot of pretty silver jewelry. So I'm going to go through some of these boxes and show you what we found. So this first little piece that we found, and this will be going up on our Etsy store soon, is a pretty little sterling silver and moonstone pendant, if you can see that. Nice delicate chain. I'm going to clean this up a little bit with some silver polish cleaner, but the moonstones are really pretty, what they call like a little cabochon rounded stone. I have some moonstone earrings that I just love to wear, and they catch light really pretty, so just wanted to share that with you. And so this will go back in the little box. And then in this next box we have several items. A lot of nice silver pieces in here as well. So it looks like we have a couple of pretty bangles, and these are chained bangles that protects it from falling off if the latch comes loose. It has some really beautiful etching and all around the circumference of the piece. And then we have, let's see, get some stuff wrapped up in here. Another little bangle with similar etching, and again the safety latch on the piece. These are what we believe to be 925 sterling silver bracelets. This we found, and it is customized. It's got monogram etching on it. It's a nice heavy piece of sterling silver, and I have cleaned this one already. It was really tarnished. It's got kind of an interesting little latch there, but this little customized pendant that's latched here on the front of the bracelet has an etching. It's MLK, which is rather appropriate for tomorrow's US holiday. But this is a really lovely, nice, solid piece of sterling. Be tricky to resell this unless you've got the initials MLK, but it is a beautiful piece of sterling. This next bracelet is a little bit of a more raw piece. It looks like it's just hammered sterling silver. This one I've also cleaned up. It was very, very tarnished when we first got it. But this would almost work as a man's bracelet because it's got kind of a more masculine look to it. Or, you know, nice for a woman if the woman likes a little bit more like kind of brutalist type jewelry. But that's a really pretty little bracelet. And then this one, I think, is probably my favorite. This is a bracelet with bangles, and this bracelet has lovely little ocean theme charms on it. So there's a little sand dollar, there's a starfish, and then we have a little shell here. And again, this is 925 sterling. We found this through thrift. And this will definitely be going up on the store. I guess it could even be maybe like a little ankle bracelet, or just, I think, a lovely little wrist bracelet. And this is probably the heaviest piece that we found of sterling silver bracelet. This is a heavy sterling silver linked, probably man's bracelet. Again, 925. It has a very interesting, like, kind of heart-shaped latch here. This one I've also cleaned up already. It's very tiny, so maybe more for women or maybe even for a child, but it's super heavy link. Probably made within the last 20-30 years, but a beautiful piece of silver. And this piece is a necklace that my husband found, and I'm going to try to get this one close so you can see the pendant. This is a Pandora item from what we understand, and again, it is sterling silver, but it has little teeny chip diamonds and a pearl on a sterling silver chain. So this one will be listed up on our store in the next couple of days, most likely, but a really lovely Pandora pendant. We have another twisted sterling silver bracelet here. Again, 925 sterling silver. I love this one just because of the cool twisty pattern, but just a nice little delicate sterling silver bracelet. This one I believe is probably vintage, if not antique. It's a lovely little, very delicate sterling silver bracelet with all these teeny tiny, let me see if I can get some of those up there, sterling silver little hearts. I'm thinking for Valentine's Day this would be just a lovely gift for somebody for Valentine's Day. They aren't etched. I don't see any personalization on them, but they are on a very, very thin, delicate chain. And this one I think my husband was particularly interested in. This probably is a vintage piece. It's linked in a slightly different way, again sterling silver, but a very beautiful kind of reticulated bracelet chain. This one I've cleaned up as well with some sterling silver cleaner. It was almost black, so I cleaned it for quite a long time and finally got some of that grime off of it, and it is just lovely, and it feels really nice. It's very, very movable. So this would be a nice, lovely woman's sterling silver bracelet. And the last one, and this will be going up on the store, is probably more contemporary, and it has an adjusting slide. So again, bracelet or maybe ankle bracelet. This has a lovely little amethyst heart-shaped stone, and looks like, again, probably some little cubic zirconia, little diamond-like stones. This one, again, we found through thrift, and will be going up on our store, Meowster Design, on Etsy. All right. The next batch we have is an interesting variety of things. Let me pull our bag out here. This is and I think I may have already shown this one in a previous video. This is an English sterling silver bracelet, very old, maybe Victorian we suspect, with some very, very fine etching on it. Very lovely little latch, and again, a protective chain there in case it falls. But this one I find just fascinating, and I haven't polished this one yet. I may take it and see if I can clean this one up as well, but this one definitely shows age. And this is just something that came along with a batch of items that we found. I think it's probably just some onyx stones and a very simple bracelet. And let's see, the last item here, I believe, is a pair of earrings. Let's see what we've got. Gotta get the bag open. These my husband found, and they're just incredibly unique, very modern. Again, sterling silver, and I'm thinking maybe copper, inlay with, I'm not sure what kind of stone that is, but maybe lapis stones. They are clip-on earrings, which I've actually had pretty good luck with on our store. So these lovely clip-on earrings if you're somebody that doesn't have piercings. On the back, they do have a mark that says Katz sterling, so they are signed. I'm not sure what Katz is, but we'll do a little research and find that out. So these will shortly be going on our store as well. But I do tend to personally like these more modern, kind of artsy type earrings, so I may even wear these and advertise them on myself a little bit. But I think that's all we wanted to share with you today. We'll be posting a lot of this on our store very soon. If you have any questions about any of these pieces, feel free to comment below. Be sure to hit subscribe and follow for more videos. And you can find, again, our store on Etsy is Meowster Designs. Thanks for joining us.